welcome back to the Rick Titus Show with Ztegrity, Zblackcard, with my guest on the show today, Mr. BJ Massey. I thank him for coming in, one of the outstanding reps for Ztegrity and Zblackcard. Welcome to the show, my friend.
Thank you, Rick. Thank you for having me today.
Yeah, I mean, we want to start off with some good information today. And everybody, I want you to get your papers and pen handy, because right now what we want to do is we want to give out this webinar. We got a 7-day webinar. No excuses, to hear all of the information about this Ztegrity, this Zblackcard. That number is going to be 646-876-9923. PIN number is 789-0323-577#. You can go in that call 5 p.m. Pacific time, 6 p.m. Mountain time, and 7 p.m. Central time, and 8 p.m. Eastern time. You know, we want to make sure that everybody is aware of that webinar that Dean Hart is the guy that does a great webinar. And what we want to talk to you guys today about is this Zblackcard. This Zblackcard that I'm showing you. I want to, I like to make sure that you guys pay attention to the screen back here. Pay attention to this beautiful screen back here regarding this Zblackcard. We want to talk about how we can eliminate all of those fees that you're paying, all of those monthly fees, all of those contracting fees, and all of these transferable fees. We want to cut those and eliminate all of that stuff out. But we want to take care of some household issues here. Zblackcard is going to COD. They're going to COD in about a week. Cash on delivery. Either a cashier check or what? A lot of people have been asking me questions about that. Facebook Live, I want y'all to look at this video and look at this feed, and I want you to share it and like it. Cashier check or cash. That's what they want to do on a COD, cash on delivery. So a lot of people have been having questions about, this is for people that's on my team. We got a lot of questions about their payment is being set in their bank account and nobody's touching it. Now, what Troy Mason said on the video, on the webinar a couple weeks ago, he's not going to take your money until you process his cards, until you receive his debit card. And what that means is once you receive it, you need to activate that card. That's when you're going to start getting commission and pay for your receipt, because he has a lot of compliance that he has to get taken care of with the Zblackcard. The guy was doing merchant. The problem that he had a merchant account, and he was doing a few $100s. Then one day he started doing $15,000 a month. Now he's doing $15,000 a day. So the merchant account say, hey, look, if you can do $8,000, we can go ahead and process your application. But now he's extended that. He went over $8,000, so he had to go find a new merchant account. So he's working on that. So be patient. Be patient. This is for people on my team. This is not for new people that's trying to come in and get in with Zblackcard, with Ztegrity. Now, it's another thing I wanted to bring up before I bring my boy BJ Massey on. You guys out here that talking about this is a scam, this is a hoax. Why would I be doing a video at WBGR Facebook Entertainment, putting my picture online, holding up the card myself? This is not a scam. I don't believe in scams. I don't believe in these pyramid schemes. So this is real. This is a real banking information. You guys got prepaid debit cards in your pocket, in your purse right now. MetaBank, however you want to pronounce it. They're the backbones of the business with these prepaid debit cards. And also, we are insured by FDIC. Some people saying, what are some of the common questions people are asking me about? Is this a charge card? No, this is a prepaid debit card. Just like any other prepaid debit card that you got. And then I want to make sure that I emphasize this. We're not looking for everybody, and we don't want everybody. I just want to make sure we clear on that. So this is keep this business simple and clear and to precise on what this is, what the product. A lot of people say, what is the product, Rick Titus? The product is, this is a prepaid debit card, 28 grams of metal. It took this guy 3 years to develop this. 3 years that he worked on this. A lot of you guys might start a business and you probably started the first day and you might quit. This guy stuck in and hammered this thing in for 3 years and developed a prepaid debit card, one of the best prepaid debit card on the market today. One of the best prepaid market debit card on the market today. Listen to me real good. And another question that a lot of people are asking is, how much money can you upload on your card? You can upload up to $15,000 on this card. This card comes with a checking account and a routing number, account number and a routing number. You can withdraw up to $500 or $5,000. It was $500 before, now it's $5,000 at any bank. Most debit cards won't allow you to do that. You can also rent a vehicle with this card. You can also rent a hotel room with this prepaid debit card. So it doesn't say prepaid debit card on it, but it's a prepaid debit card. And the beautiful thing about it, they have a Visa Unlimited. You can upload unlimited funds on that Visa card. That's for our international friends. Now, if you lose that Visa card, it's going to cost you $65 if you lose that card. So that's the fantastic thing about this prepaid debit card. And another question people was asking me, are there any fees? There is no fees on this prepaid debit card. No fees. That's what we're here to talk about. No fees. You know, I want to give y'all a story. We had a young lady last week, a couple weeks ago, took a trip. She went out of town for 7 days. And she told me that her fees on her bank card, she says she loved her bank, but her fees almost totaled up to $500 because she had to buy food, she had to rent a hotel, then she had to put gas in the car, then she had to do some shopping for the kids. The bank don't care nothing about your living expenses. And I said, hey, you need to look at this Ztegrity and this Zblackcard, where there's no fees, no overdraft fees. They said in statistic right now, today, every 5 seconds there's a prepaid debit card issued to somebody somewhere. Every 5 seconds there's a prepaid debit card issued to somebody somewhere. Now, this is the thing that I found out. I did a little bit of research. Back in 2017, it was over 1 million plus overdraft fees. Can you imagine that? 1 million plus overdraft fees that has been displayed at most banking institution. Now, Troy Mason is the owner of the company out of Houston, Texas. He's the CEO. He said, hey, look, take out your bank card, your prepaid debit cards right now. He got 24 of them. He said, take it out. Look at the logo on those prepaid debit cards. Then go to your computer and go to Google and search that logo that's on your prepaid debit card. And I guarantee you, you won't find anything less than $1 billion of revenue. I did it. And he was right. Nothing under $1 billion. I see $1 billion. I seen 19 billion. I seen 7 billion. I seen 20 billion. All of that revenue on fees, late fees, monthly fees, overdraft fees, and you're not getting a cent of it. Think about it. This is the only prepaid debit card that's going to pay you for having it. I'm going to go over the commission scale. I'm going to go over what is it in it for me, Rick Titus? I'm going to go over that. But what I want to do is I'm going to turn it over to my friend BJ Massey so he can give you some insight on how this Zblackcard has been working out for his business and his people on his team. So I'm going to turn it over to BJ.
Rick, I want to thank you for having me on this show today, man. This is a show that's, very enlightening, that's going to educate a lot of our consumers on our Zblackcard opportunity and also how the Zblackcard can empower the community. You know, when Mr. Rick Titus first talked to me about this Zblackcard, I looked at it. And I had to, I was studying all the different aspects and all the different features that this card has. And I was doing my research that, the credit card and debit card industry is a $3.2 trillion industry. Now, if you're looking inside that particular industry, what is in that industry and most cards have in common? Well, a lot of cards have fees. Like Rick was saying, is that with the Zblackcard, we hardly don't have any fees, so banks are not charging you to use your own money. Number two, what really caught my attention is that we have an epidemic going on right now where the average person has what you call a bad credit score, bad credit history. Some people don't even have credit at all. What this card does is that it boosts your credit score. So then when you get whatever card you get, You get what you call a trade line. And by you paying your monthly on this card every single month, it's giving you that credit history, and it's also giving you that boosting your credit score. So I said, man, number one, it has no fees. It helps you with your credit as well. And another thing I like about this card is that it gives you a lot of the different rewards, like how the wealthy people get with their American Express Black Card and things of that nature. I like the fact that we get vacation rewards, auto luxury car rewards, gas rewards. So as you use this card and as you share this opportunity with other people, what happens is that you can earn those particular rewards that you can use for your advantage. I haven't seen a card like that in a long time. Also, I want you all to understand, I remember when Russell Simmons first started the Rush card. Russell Simmons' idea was to do it exactly like the Zblackcard was, but for some reason he went into the traditional manner of all the other cards out there as well. So just imagine if Russell Simmons created a card that the average individual can use, and what it's doing is empowering the community. So you think about it, folks, we're in the $3.2 trillion industry. For people to sit here and tell me that there's not a market for this, I'm telling you there is a market for this. We will be the only card in the industry right now that is going against the grain to empower the community. So since it's a $3.2 trillion industry, think about how many people we can show this business opportunity to. Think how many customers can actually use this Zblackcard. You know, the growth and the opportunity for this opportunity is unlimited. You know, another thing that got me was about a couple weeks ago, me and Rick Titus went inside the McDonald's around my area, and I was getting a sweet iced tea. And what I did was, the young lady was behind the counter, and I said, well, how much is the iced tea? She said like $1.05. So what I did was I said, Rick, give me your card. So I had this Zblackcard in my hand. Now, folks, I mean, you have this card in your hand. It's a metal card. It feels good. You know, when you have this card in your hand, it shows a sense of that you have power. You know, it shows that you belong in a different class. So what I did was I handed the card to the young lady behind the counter. So first thing she said was, she says, what kind of card is this? I said, Zblackcard. She said, this seems like the type of card like the wealthy people use. I said, I'm glad you said that. So what I did was I handed it to her and I took it back. She said, why'd you take it back? I said, I changed my mind. I wanted to pay for it with cash. But actually my strategy was I wanted to have the young girl have this card in her hand so she can feel how the card is. She can hear me drop the card, which we call the boss toss. And she can see that this is a real card that can actually change and impact other people's lives. So when she was doing my transaction and I was getting my sweet iced tea, her first question was, well, how can I get a card like this? I said, I'm glad you asked that question. So what I did was I sent her, text her my information about my website. I sent her a webinar and also sent her a short presentation video. This girl called me up 3 times, and as a result of that, she enjoyed the opportunity just for me sharing this information with her. Folks, I'm trying to tell you something right now. This Zblackcard is appealing for anybody. I don't care if you are a college student. I don't care if you work a job, you're an entrepreneur, you're a business owner. Anybody can use this. Let's talk about business owners for aspect. Well, you know, what I like about these business owners is that we know the average business owner, let's say business owner has about 50 employees. Well, what does an average business owner have to pay out on a monthly basis? Well, they got to pay the employees. So they're either going to pay them in check fees or direct deposit fees. So let's say you got about 50 employees. That can add up on a monthly basis. What if you offer this card to a business owner, and that way you show the business owner how he or she does not have to pay these check fees and direct deposit fees to their employees. So you give this card to all the employees. That's going to be phenomenal. So now you're saving the business owner a lot of money. And number 2, you're going to get paid when they do that particular contract. And let's just say I'm hypothetically speaking. Let's say the commission is around like $3,000. Okay, they signed the contract. Let's just say they want to do it every year. So every year they do that particular contract, you're going to get $3,000 up front. But not only are you going to get that, just imagine all the different people in your business. You know, you get 100% matching bonus on. 100% match. So if I got a person on my team who's making $1,000 a month, I make $1,000 a month. You make money on your card holders. You make money on every aspect of this business. This has been one of the most simplest businesses I've seen to talk about when it comes to financial literacy, and it also talks about fees and credit, credit history and things of that nature. We're going against the grain here, folks. You're going to have a lot of people who are going to say, see, you got to understand about this. people say stuff is a scam when people say stuff is a scam. We're not really educated on things. We're going against the grain right here with this Zblackcard. So I'm telling you, if you just really look at this opportunity, I'm excited about it. You know, me and my partner Spencer Taylor, just over the weekend, my beautiful sister Deanna Massey Elin, she went to she had her grand opening at her fitness center down in Abington, Maryland. She had a vendor event. Me and Spencer was down there talking to a lot of people about the Zblackcard, and a lot of people said it just made sense. You know, we had a lady down there that was doing a company called Financial Education Services called FES. She does credit repair. When we told her how this card has an aspect of boosting your credit score, no fees, how you can make a residual income by acquiring other card holders, she said I was in. So, you know, this is one of the most simplest opportunities I've seen. It's just going to take everyone to actually investigate this opportunity to see if this opportunity is right for you and your family. But make no mistake about it. You might not get involved in it today, but somebody like me and Rick Titus, we're going after your friends, we're going after your family, we're going after your school teacher, we're going after everybody in the community. Because we do believe that this opportunity can save a lot of lives. You know, I was talking to a young lady yesterday who was talking about the international market. And what she was saying about the international market was that a lot of people overseas, they use MoneyGram and things of that nature. They don't even have a card like this. So that's their way of, you know, transferring money back and forth. Just imagine if they had a card like this. Imagine all the fees that they can, you know, all the fees they won't pay anymore. Imagine, I want to say one more thing too. We're in 200 countries. That's unheard of. We can have distributors from in other countries who are using the Zblackcard opportunity. So if you are not educated on this card, get this card in your hand. It will empower you. It will empower your financial stability, and it will empower you as a person as a whole. You know, I got this card in my hand right now. I feel like Bill Gates. You know, I drop it. That's it. Opportunity of a lifetime. Back to you, Rick.
Yeah, BJ. I mean, I hope everybody took good nuggets right there, because BJ is a massive recruiter, and we're not, and we going after internet marketers. You know, this is what he taught me. I mean, you know, he's a great friend and a great business associate. So, you know, I wanted to make sure that everybody understand. Everybody got some type of prepaid debit card in their wallet or in their purse right now as we speak. And this is a company that's been around for a long period of time. This is a new product that he just came out with, Troy Mason. And look, and I want to break it down to you about the $50. What's in it for the $50 plan? What is it that I'm going to be paying, Rick Titus? We want you to go ahead and pay $50, because the $50 is going to pay for you getting a free website. Number one. Number two is going to pay for you writing off on your taxes, your cell phone, your internet, a workplace in your home. You can write that off. Recuperate what you're spending in taxes. I mean, Bill Gates, Warren Buffett, all of these millionaires and billionaires said the smartest thing you can do in America today is start a small home-based business. Home-based business. Look at us. We're on this radio show. We're on this radio, so I can write that off at the end of the year. This is a business. This is a business that we are involved with. So what we're trying to do, we're trying to get, just like BJ said, we're trying to go after everybody who comes in contact with us. Just like when we met the young lady at the McDonald's. We boss tossed that card, and she wanted to know, she asked the question, well, what do you guys do? Mm-hmm. What do you guys do? So we want you to pay that $50 in this auto rewards plan to drive your dream car. Now, a lot of people say, well, I don't want no car. So good. We got a lot of people that's in the program right now that's with the company. They're buying houses. They're upgrading their houses. They're doing home improvement. They're taking their wives, their husbands on lavish trips. They're taking their friends on different camping trips. So you don't have to buy a vehicle with the Auto Rewards program. That's the one that I'm marketing today. They have other programs, but we're talking about the Auto Rewards program. And how that works is, on your first level, that's 5. We're looking with 5 people we're going to work with. That's 5. That's 1 point, which is $1. These points that I'm telling you is translating into dollar bills. Your allowance per level is going to be $5. Your total allowance is $5. $5. Now, your second level, you're going to have 25 people on your team. Your points is $4. That's $4. Then your allowance per level is $100. Then your total allowance is $105. Then on your third level, On your third level, you're going to have 125 people on your team. Now you're going to be getting $5 for points. Then your allowance is $625. Your total allowance is $730. Let's stop right there. So once you get on your third level, we got a guy that's on the team. He said, hey, $730, this is a residual income coming in every month. Every month. All you're doing is duplicating your first, second, and third level. He said $730 will be enough for him to pay for his car note, pay for his insurance, and he's good with that $730 a month residual income. So let's knock your shoes off. It's going to get even better. Let's go to that fourth level. That fourth level, you got 625 people on your team. Now that's $6. These compound, these $1, $4, $5, and $6 compound. Now your total, your allowance per level is $3,750. Your total allowance is $4,480 a month. What? A month? He told me that. When I saw that, my eyes went buck wow. My eyes went buck wow. He said $4,000 a month. I said, man, I can get this on the residual income. You got residual bills. Why not have some residual income? You know, why not teach your kids and teach your family how to get in direct sales? Direct sales is where it's at. If you want to get out of that poverty level, you got to help as many people as you possibly can. $4,000 a month in residual income. Your first level, you starting off as an emerald. Then your second level, you starting off as a sapphire. Your third level, you starting off as a ruby. Then you become a diamond on your fourth level. How beautiful can you get with $50 a month? $1.60 per day. That's less than what you're spending on your lunch right now. I see you out there swiping your card. Ma'am, I see you out there swiping. I see you out there going on your lunch right now, looking at me and BJ on this Facebook Live, Periscope, and YouTube, swiping when you're going on your vacation, swiping when you're going out for lunch, when you're going out for entertainment, swiping your card. And then you're incurring all of these fees. And see, that's what we are trying to share with everybody. Whatever you upload on this prepaid debit card is what you can use to keep you in financial control of your finance. Listen to me real good. They said there's over 1.5 million overdraft fees occurred last year. Who knows what it is in 2018? You can upload this Zblackcard at Western Union. You can go rent a vehicle with this vehicle. You can go rent a hotel with this vehicle, which is this Zblackcard. Go to our Facebook page, the Zblackcard All-Star Group. Look at all of the videos. This is for my team. Look at all of the videos that we put in that group. Everybody wants something for nothing. It can't work that way. Either you're going to, I learned this from BJ. BJ said, hey, look, Rick, if you want to make some money in this network marketing thing, if you want to make some money in this profession, then you need to learn how to, he said doing blogs is okay. It's all right, but it's passive. He's going to talk a little bit about that. He said you need to bang those phones. But when I really got it, because I didn't get it the first time, he said you need to bang those phones. He said he got a leader that he been knowing over the course of the years. And I seen him did. He came to my house, just as personal, and got on the phone and showed me what I needed to do. He said, you the script. You got to call network marketers and you start building your organization to be growing a little bit more faster. And that's what the problem we got with most of the people on our team. They don't want to pick that phone up. They want to do all of this Facebook posting. Oh, it's okay, but it doesn't work. It's not going to get you where you need to go. You got to put the action and the work in. You got to put the work in and get on the phone and bang those phones. Bang those phones. And then you're going to start seeing your business grow. Now, yeah, I started a little blog. I started getting the 1 or 2 sales here and there, but I still get on that phone too. You know, some days is better than other days. You're human. We human. We ain't saying you got to be on the phone 24 hours. Just work 4 hours out the week. 4 hours of the week. To earn $4,000 a month. And that's just one plan that I'm talking about. The auto rewards plan. Once you get involved and get into the network and the corporate events every night on those calls, You get on those calls every night, you're going to see exactly what I'm talking about. $4,000 a month is not a lot of money. That's not a lot of money for a lot of experienced network marketers out there. Go to our app. Go to Ricky, RICKEY, TITUS. Download the app on your Google Play Store. Go to your Apple Store, download the app. Ricky, RICKEY, TITUS. Download the app and you're going to see the videos. You're going to see the show. You're going to see the WBGR show. Share this, like it, and comment on it. Since I've been on this radio station for the last 6 months, my following has increased, growing and growing. It never grew that fast. But you got to be consistent at what you do. I've been consistent for 6 months. For 6 months straight, I didn't stop. I didn't listen to my family members. I didn't listen to my friends. I kind of changed my attitude with people who I met, like BJ, like Ivan Ross, like Mr. Samay Rashad, Mr. Charlie Scott with CSO. You know, I kind of changed my attitude on how I want to grow this business. And this is what you need to do. Then for my people that's on my team, this is directly for you guys. You guys need to start making some videos. You need to start getting you some contents out there. You need to start putting some contents together. It ain't got to be no whole hour video. It can be a 1 minute video, a 2 minute video. But say something about your product if you believe in it. And you guys who don't have the card, you should be ashamed of yourself. How you going to promote the card if you ain't got it? You don't even have the product. You got to be about the product. This is the product that I'm having in my hands here. Then we also have an app called a Rapid Access app that you can download on your phone to get your routing and your account number. You can transfer money from Zblackcard to Zblackcard with that Rapid Access download app that you can download on your phone. So you don't even have to leave your house to upload your money on your card. You can do that from your phone. See how well technology is? You don't have to go to Western Union. Some people can go to Walmart in different states. Some people can go to MoneyGram in different states. So you got to realize what you got in your hands. Go in your back office. And a lot of people on our team need to shorten their links. Stop spamming people. That's what I wanted to talk about a little bit today. Stop spamming people, sending them your link and hoping that they're going to sign up. You're not building no like and trust. I had to learn that I used to spam everybody every day. What? Rick Titus, I used to spam people every single day. What? I need you to sign up with me right now. Just send them my link. And then somebody had to tell me, say, Rick, what are you doing? Because I was a direct sales guy. I didn't know nothing about no internet marketing. Man, look, this is my link. I need you to sign up. No, Rick, you got to build some like and trust. You got to be able to be persuasive. They got to learn you. They got to trust you. You got to do videos and let them see you. Let them see you with your family. Let them see you taking trips. You know, stuff like that. I said, what? So I had to learn and program myself. So for my team, I want you guys to understand, go in the group. You know, I got capture pages in there. I got landing pages in there. I got auto response system in there. I got everything that you need in there for a trial for 7 days for free. No credit card needed. No technical skills needed if you want to learn how to massively learn how to make money on the internet. I had to learn it. Now, I'm going to give you a story. You know, back 20 years ago, back in the 80s, I was going to different colleges, Howard University, University of Maryland, UBC, going to George Mason, going to universities out there in Southern Virginia, Maryland, D.C., Virginia, and Baltimore. I was out there marketing credit cards, Visa, MasterCard, American Express, you name it, to these college kids. But look, this is what I did not know. I didn't know I was putting them in debt. I thought I was putting them, helping them. Now that I found out 20 years later that I was hurting these kids. I mean, I was a beast. I was on fire, baby. I was on fire. I was crazy. I mean, I used to get up 6 o'clock in the morning, BJ, 6 o'clock in the morning, I was going out to these colleges, Howard University, Morgan State, and George Mason, University of Maryland. I'm putting these kids, I'm saying, hey, look, I need you to sign up for this credit card, this Visa, this MasterCard. I'm going to give you a bottle of water. I'm going to give the girls some purses, give the girls some cookies, some candies. And I've been signing 200 cards per day.
And putting them in debt at the same time.
them in debt at the same time. Lack of knowledge that I did not know. So now, I found this Zblackcard. I got something I can go back and share with them. I was on fire. Nobody couldn't tell me nothing. They couldn't tell Rick Titus nothing. I was on fire, baby. I was going to them colleges, signing them up. 200 apps per day. Per day. Lining them up for failure. Now I got some knowledge that I wanted to give them. Now I can share this Zblackcard with them. See, this is Troy Mason brought this in to us. He's giving you a seat at the table now with this banking industry. $1 trillion industry. This ain't for everybody. And for you guys on Facebook, YouTube, and Periscope, LinkedIn, Pinterest, we don't want everybody. We just need 5. We don't want everybody because it ain't for everybody. Because if it was for everybody, then everybody will be doing it. And I see people on my team right now looking at this Facebook Live right now. I'm talking to you. Start doing some videos. Start doing some videos. I don't care how your hair look. I don't care if you ain't got but one tooth in the front of your mouth. Start talking. Go to the tooth fairy and put add another one in there and start talking. Start saying, hey, I want to share this bit. Man, I'm telling you, BJ, I want to share this Zblackcard with you. You're buying Jordans, you're smoking, you drinking, so why not try to control your finance? Why not try to control your finance? No, look, we're going to break this thing here down because we're going to be going up there at 2:30. We're going to break this thing here down. What this is, I'm going to make sure that we correct. Because, see, I don't want to give out no misinformation because that's what the problem is with a lot of Zblackcard members out here. And that's another thing I want to bring up. You guys got to pay attention to whoever you are signing up under. See, the reason why I'm reading this out to you on Facebook, I'm reading this coming from the corporate office. This brochure came from the corporate office. Listen, I'm going to break it down to you. This prepaid, listen to me real good. This prepaid debit card here, that you should have, we didn't say take your old cards that you have and throw them away. We said add this card to your portfolio. Add it to your portfolio. And look, no direct deposit fees attached to this card. No credit checks. What? I said, what? No credit checks? Yeah, Rick Titus. No overdraft fees. Good God, about over $1 million plus overdraft fees last year. No late fees. No transferable fees. I said, you got to be kidding me. No POS fees. No point of sale fees. No fees for postal MOs. No e-network ATM fees. I said, get out of here. What? The only way you're going to pay a fee with the network, with the ATM network, if you go outside the point of sales, and you're probably going to pay $1. $1. You stay in the network, no fees. No monthly fees. I said, get out of here. Who lying to me? Troy Mason, are you out of your mind? That's the reason why this guy's having so much difficulty, because he's shaking up the industry. That's the reason why he's having a little bit of setbacks with his merchant's account, because he's shaking it up. He's trying to invite you to the table. At one time, you couldn't come to the table. But now he's trying to say, come on in. Go to Rick, RICKTITUS.org. I had a guy call me and said, what is ORG? I said, hey, man, listen. I said, man, go to my app, RICKTITUS.org. Sign up and get your card today. Get your prepaid debit card right now. Do that. No fees attached to this card. We want to save your family funds and money. No fees. And I want to, before I pass it on to BJ, before we get out here at 2:30, it's 2:06 right, my time. This is for, we want to make sure we get these businesses out here too. These Kappa Psi sororities and fraternities, Omega Psi Phi, AKAs, Deltas, sororities and fraternities. We can do custom built cards. We can go to all of these employees that's in the metropolitan area all over the world and say, hey, we want to reduce your payroll checks. We want to reduce that $1 million or that $2 billion or that $2 million or that $3 million payroll deposit checks that you're paying your employees. We want to reduce that by giving you this prepaid debit card instead of making these transactions with cutting these checks for your employees when they're making their payroll deduction at these banks, at these what you call them, where you go cash your checks at.
Cash checking place.
The cash checking place.
Like Ace.
Like Ace and all of them. We want to reduce that. We want to make sure we can come and help you. And then I had one of my teammates say, well, what should I say? I said, well, hey, look, get on the phone. You ain't need no script. You don't need the script, man. Get on the phone and call these people. Say, hey, this is Rick Titus. I'm calling you from Zblackcard. I want to enter. Are you the person that make the decision on your payroll check? If not, then can you put me in touch with that person so I can share with them about this Zblackcard? The name of the company is Ztegrity out of Houston, Texas. The CEO is Troy Mason. I have some information that I want to send to you. What is your email address? Who cannot say that? Who can't say that? Elementary kid can recite that. So, we make a lot of excuses for ourselves. So what if they hang up? Then call the next person. So what if they hang up? Then call the next person. It's all about numbers. It's all about numbers, people. It's all about numbers. It took this guy 3 years to develop this. 3 years to give you a chance to play in the game. Whatever prepaid debit card you got in your purse or in your pocket right now, is it paying you? Is it benefiting you and your family? And I know we get into these crunch modes where we get in some trouble. We charge and we go in and we got to go get Jody and we got to go get Bobby some shoes. We got to go get them some clothes. We got to go get them. And you thinking that the job is going to take care of you. But then you come back, the job say, we're going to lay you off today. Or the job say, we're going to cut your hours today. Or the job say, we closing the whole doggone plant down. Mm-hmm. Then what? Because you're not practicing, you're not being prepared on what may happen. When things are going good, that's when you need to start looking at doing some type of home-based business. Start making sure you're paying your taxes on time. Start making sure that you are itemizing your tax liability while you're working, doing your working years. Because I'm telling you something right now, folks, you are going to get old one day. If you make it to that age, you're going to need some money. You're going to need some money, or either you're going to have your kids or your family taking care of you. So you make the choice. You make the choice. Start doing videos, people on the team. Start doing some videos. I had 2 or 3 people that showed me some videos that they made, and it's good. I said, you need to post that up on YouTube. You need to post that on YouTube. This is a card that can enhance your credit scores. This is a prepaid debit card that can enhance your credit score with our credit booster, our trade line. We got $1,000 trade line, $2,500 trade line, a $5,000 trade line, a $10,000 trade line, depending on what plan that you get in. So get in and learn. Get in with that $50, $1.60 per day. That's less than what you're paying for your lunch right now to get the Zblackcard in your portfolio. This is metal. I can't even bite this card. I can't bite it, baby. I mean, come on, folks. So you can make some money. So you can get some residual income. Get this $4,000 a month. Residual. You got residual bills. Why not have residual income? I'm going to turn it over to BJ before we close this thing on out.
All right, Rick, I agree with everything you said. Folks, you just got to take action with this opportunity. There's not really a lot more I can actually say about this car, but I'm just trying to tell people what you want to do is just do your investigation so you can make an educated decision for you and your family. I was always taught that judging before investigating is the highest form of ignorance. By you not doing any type of investigation, you're just actually showing the ignorance. Get the proper facts, get your questions answered, and make a decision for you and your family. Every great idea out here right now in today's society always had people that were skeptical. It always had people say it wouldn't work. But as we all know, most great ideas manifested into what they are today. Imagine if those people had them great ideas. They would listen to their friends, family, teacher, Uncle Bobo, Cousin Billy, whoever they are, and they're up here telling you about ways to make money, but they don't even have the game plan to show you how to make money. So that's what we're talking about here. You just got to do your investigation. The opportunity of a lifetime. I don't know a lot more I can say, but like Rick said before, you look at this car right here, has no fees, helps your credit score. We know how many people out here right now are trying to do credit repair and do all these different. I know a lady who told me about a month ago, she was using this company. I forgot the name of it, but they were charging her like $300 a month to repair her credit. She said within about 8-9 months, her credit score didn't hardly go up. And then there was some things that came off, the things that she said it was supposed to take off her credit never came off. So we have the ability to tap into that market with this card. I mean, like Rick said, you can load $5,000 on it. I mean, with my regular ATM card, I can't even load $400 a day onto my card at the ATM. $5,000, that's unheard of. So I'm telling you folks, just do your investigation. Get on those monthly webinars. $3.2 trillion industry that this card is participating in. We have a lot of people who have heard about the Zblackcard. They ask a lot of questions and they say, well, is that really true? Well, just like when the average individual came out with any opportunity, it was always some type of skepticism. It's going to be skepticism about this card because people say it sounds too good to be true. But at the end of the day, if something sounds too good to be true, as I was always taught, investigate it because it probably is. Let me repeat that. If something sounds too good to be true, investigate it because it probably is. Don't have the mindset of saying, if something sounds too good to be true, I'm not going to do anything about it. That's not the mindset that me and Rick Titus have. Hey, I can walk in any store right now and just drop this card. People going to say, what is that? That's going to catch their attention. And you start telling them about the card. You can say, number one, does your card help you with a residual income? I asked this guy yesterday. He said no. Then I said, number two, does your card also help you with your credit score? He said no. So I said, would you like to find out about a card that can help you? And he said yes. So I gave him some information about the Zblackcard. Had him on the phone last night. We were talking, and he's talking about coming into the business as well. This is one of the most easiest business opportunities I've seen. Now, when Rick was talking about marketing, and we all know there's all types of way to market, I also believe in going after your target market no matter what you do. We do have friends, family, and people on the streets that you can go after, but 98% of the people out here in our population do not have the entrepreneurial mindset. Even though me and Rick Titus at one time did not have the entrepreneurial mindset, we had to grow into it. So you got a lot of people out here who want to be entrepreneurs, but they won't do what it takes to become an entrepreneur. They don't do what it takes to have that growth and have that mindset to make their dreams and aspirations come true. So my mentor, I met this gentleman back in 2004, and he taught me a system of how to only contact network marketers into your business. Now, I ain't talking about customers. Anybody can be customers. But if you're truly looking to build your business and want to build business builders who can make you a lot of money, go after network marketers. And why do you want to go after network marketers? Because network marketers already believe in the concept of network marketing, number one. Number two, you don't have to sell them on the concept of network marketing. 98% of all network marketers are failing in today's society because they have not really been taught the right strategies and tactics how to build a business, and they might not just really be with the right company that they're currently in. So imagine yourself tapping into a target market of people and you're showing them your opportunity. You don't have to convince them. Folks, I'm gonna tell you something. If you really treat your business like a business instead of a hobby, you will start making money. Most people who get involved in a home-based business, they lie to themselves. They say, I want to make $10,000 a month, $5,000 a month, $4,000 a month, but they won't do what it takes to make those things happen. You got to treat your business like a business and not a hobby. Also, with anything else you do in life, if you put the time and effort into anything in life, you will get the results you're looking for. When it comes to business, when it comes to relationships, we all fall short in certain aspects of our life when it comes to anything. So you just got to put the time in it. And I tell people this too when it comes to a home-based business. Do your business. But you don't have to make your business 24/7. You don't. I only do my business Monday through Friday. Learn how to balance your business life from your personal life. That's what I'm actually have to learn how to do myself, because I'm so focused and mind driven that I want to make it happen so bad, but you start letting your personal life lack. Start having that balance in your life. Folks, start hanging around start hanging around positive people in your life. Hang around people that's going to uplift you. Hang around people that's going to add some positive traits to your life. Get rid of all the negativity out of your life. You know, if you got negativity, if it comes to your personal life, business, relationships, job, anything like that, if you start eliminating all that, what's going to happen is that your life will start to manifest in a direction you never imagined. And that's what it's starting to do for me and Rick Titus. And so I'm telling you, if you are looking at this Zblackcard for the first time, get your hands on the opportunity, because they always say sometimes people cannot recognize the opportunity when it's right in front of them. Sometimes we let things pass because of a lack of knowledge. And so I want to bring it back to you, Rick, because I know time is almost up.
Yeah, and I appreciate that, BJ. Now, BJ became guys, let me let y'all know, I didn't know BJ 10 years ago. I just met BJ 2015 over the internet in another business. And I found out he's a great friend. He's a great business partner. We became great friends now since then. Now it's 2018, and now we're working together again. We never did stop working together. And guys, before we end the show, I want to make sure, go to the webinar. This is the problem that we have with a lot of people on our team. Before I give y'all that information about the webinar, I gotta get better with these comments. Thanks, Mr. Ivan Ross. Thank you, George Pinkley. Thank Miss Sarah, Mr. Carlos, McClary, Miss McClary. How you doing? Thank you for chiming in, Corey. Comedian Corey, thank you, man. Thank you. I appreciate it. And Miss McClary, hey, thank you for chiming in. This is one of my ex-co-workers. She's chiming in. I appreciate that. See, and I wanted to get better when you need to contact your people that's chiming in on your feeds. Share this. Miss Blackman, Miss Priscilla. I thank everybody for chiming in on our feed today. On this feed. Share this, like it, and comment on this. Go to the webinar today at 5 Pacific Time, 6 Mountain Time, 7 Central Time, 8 p.m. Eastern Time. Go to this webinar. The number is 646-876-9923, and the PIN number is 789-03-23577#. That PIN number again, 789-03-23577#. Go to that webinar to learn more. And the beautiful thing about this webinar, you can ask questions at the end of the webinar. You can ask all of the questions that you need to know. And also, I wanted to make sure that everybody, I had some notes here that it never get easier, it just get a little bit better every time you start working this business. Just remember that quote. It never gets easier, you just get better. That's just the bottom line. The bottom line. And this Zblackcard, this Zblackcard that we have, this prepaid debit card, is all you would ever need. This is one of the best prepaid debit card, period. Without a doubt. Without a doubt. Look at this. I can't even bite this card. 28 grams of metal, baby. 28 grams of metal. I wanted to make sure that, let me look at my notes. I wanted to make sure that everybody knows, when you go on Google, I had 2 or 3 customers signed up over the weekend. I said, hey, how did you find me, ma'am? Young lady out in Atlanta, then a young lady out in Chicago. They signed up over Google because I'm on the Google ad search list on Google. When you type in Google and you type in Ztegrity Blackcard per view, you type in Ztegrity. Do it now. Why are you looking at me on Facebook Live now? YouTube, Periscope, Ztegrity Opportunity, Zblackcard Opportunity Review, Ztegrity Prepaid Cards. When you type that in Google, what's going to happen is my blog is going to show up. That's how I got 3 sales over the weekend, just like that. And the lady said, I saw you on YouTube. And guess what? It's a lot of YouTube other people that's marketing Ztegrity. But guess what? She liked the style. She liked my conversation. She liked my enthusiasm. And she said, hey, look, and then you had that 301 number, your own personal number. Nobody else had a number on that. Then she went to my Google, on Google. Type it in on Google right now. Type in Ztegrity, Ztegrity, and then type in Ztegrity Blackcard Preview. Type in Ztegrity Mastercard. Type in Zblackcard Mastercard Preview. Type that in Google and see what happens. See, you're going to start seeing my blog. You're going to see my web page. You're going to see my telephone number. You're going to see my email address. Go to RickTitus.org. Go to our Google, your Google Play Store. Type in Ricky, RickeyTitus, on your Google Play Store. You're going to see the videos. Go to your Apple Store. Type in Ricky, RickeyTitus. Type in that on your Apple Store, on your mobile device. Go to the blog, go to Google and start looking up. Anytime somebody, when you're showing them this Zblackcard, when you're showing everybody this Zblackcard, guess what they're going to do? I don't know. Tell me if I'm wrong or if I'm right, BJ. They're going to go to Google and they're going to do a Google search. Yep. And when they type in Ztegrity, you want to be there. When they type in Zblackcard, your blog needs to be there. Do it right now. I'm telling you, do it right now. You're going to see my blog. You're going to see this bald, shiny head, Rick Titus, on the blog. You're going to see me on the blog. I got 2 signups over the weekend just by doing that little strategy. Somebody, one of my teammates said, well, how you got on Google, Rick Titus? God darn it, I told you I did a blog. It took about 3 to 4 months to get registered on the first page of Google. You can do the same thing. Get with an authority on Google and YouTube. You got to know the two companies, they're hand in hand together. And get your blog put on there and then bang them phones. Call network marketers. And you can start building your business. We just went over the compensation plan. Get in touch with us. Go to our Facebook page, the Zblackcard All-Star Group. Get in touch with BJ Massey. Get in touch with Rick Titus. Our name is right down at the bottom of the screen. Give them your web page, BJ.
My web page is zblackcard.com/BJ Massey. Let me repeat that. zblackcard.com/BJ Massey. And that's Massey.
Yeah, thanks a lot. And then I'm reading some of the comments. Some people are saying throw away those net spin and those rush cards. Yeah, get rid of them because there's too many fees. Why pay fees to spend your own money? Why do that? Withdraw funds from any bank with this Zblackcard here. Withdraw funds from any bank. You hear me? Not just one bank, any bank. Any bank in the United States of America, you can withdraw funds. Thank you for that comment. And I appreciate everybody that's giving me the hey, McClary. I think I did announce you on here. Pickney. Yeah, Mr. Pickney. Hey, Angelo. Appreciate it, man. Mr. Sims, how you doing? And then your 1099. Yeah, this is operated on the 1099 program. 1099 program. Also, we want to make sure that, this card is also backed by FDIC. FDIC, how much money can I load on the card? You can load as much money you want on that Visa card. Is unlimited. You can upload up to $15,000 on this MasterCard. Let's get that straight. All right. And then if you if you overseas and you go to the ATM machine, it's gonna cost you $3 for the fee for the Visa card. But that Visa card is so powerful. We got 5 more minutes. I had a guy that I was talking to last week. He's from Somalia. And he was saying that it costs him $8 to $22 every time he send money overseas, depending on where he goes to send money. I said, hey, brother, if you want to cut out paying those fees, I said, well, how long have you been doing? He said, he's been doing that for 15 years. I said, you do the math. Do the math with $8, take the less. Do the math for 15 years, plus the money that he's sending. Then it's $8 and then $22 at some places. And some states that he goes into to send money to his family. I said, man, it's a new world now, baby. It's a new challenge now. I got a debit card here, prepaid debit card. You can send as much money you want, card to card. You get the card first and then send your wife the card. Then y'all send money to money, card to card. and eliminate those fees. Eliminate those fees and stop wasting your time when people start giving you. Let me tell you something. You call Rick Titus and you start telling me this is a scam. You start telling me this is a hoax. Then I'm hanging up. Goodbye, sir. See you later. Then I move on. I ain't got time to explain anything to you. I know I got the card in my pocket. I know the company. I did my investigation. I did my Google search on Troy Mason. I did my Google search on Ztegrity. I did it. So I don't have time. Don't waste your time with people that's trying to steal your dream from you, steal your opportunity from you.
You know what kills me, Rick, with a lot of people when they talk about doing research. A lot of us will go out here right now, and I know time is about to end, but we will go out here and look for a job to work. And because we have our minds our minds so set on working a job, and we might need extra money for our family, and we just might have that job mindset. Do you ever ask yourself a question? Are you doing any investigation on that job? All you see is yourself working a 9 to 5. You don't do no investigation. But a job hinders you, and a job has the capability where it doesn't allow you to become financially free. But you will do it's good to do investigation, but you will make all kind of excuses on why you can't do a business, and you'll do all kind of research and try to find anything negative. But I can go out here and do research in any job out here right now. I don't care if it's working for a Fannie Mae, McDonald's, Walmart. You're going to find all kind of negative things, and people still work those jobs. So they'll take that same mentality when it comes to business and say, now they might have found a million things good, but they can find that one thing, 1 out of a million, it's a scam. But you go to McDonald's, or let's say Fannie Mae, you might have over 500,000 complaints, but you're going to work that job. How does that sound? You can start a home-based business today with Zblackcard and make unlimited income. You got to go to college and pay for a degree, and when you get out of college, what happens is that sometimes the field that you wanted to work in is not even available. You paid all that money to go to college. There's a statistic that says that they say that most of your people who were C and D students in high school, guess what they're doing? Let me rephrase that. Most of your people who were A and B students in high school and even college, guess what they're working for? The people that were C and D students. It's a known fact. Because you have some people who just didn't have that mentality. They become your millionaires and billionaires, and they hired them. Just because you go to school, get a good education and all that, which is good, but school does not prepare us to become entrepreneurs. School prepares us to become order takers. That's why 98% of the people who attempt to do any type of home-based business, they fail. Back to you, Rick. No, we got one more minute.
We got one more minute. Hey, thanks, BJ. And I want to thank BJ for coming on the show, too, as well. Listen, I want everybody to make sure they go to Zblackcard All-Star Group on Facebook. Zblackcard All-Star Group. Go to RickTitus.org. Sign up for your Zblackcard today. And I also want you guys to go to that webinar. Go to that webinar 7 days a week. 7 days a week. No excuse. No excuse. 646-876-9923. PIN number 789-032356.